Hi there, I am Conrad Tao. I am a pianist and composer and musician, hopefully. And I'll be in Charleston in February. I'll be in Charleston on February 2nd and 3rd, and I'll be working with the symphony and with Ken Lam at the podium. And I'm playing two pieces for piano and orchestra, both of which are works by American composers, and both of which have, I think, an interest in their Americanness, and what that means is different for each work. Gershwin's Piano Concerto in F major, like a lot of Gershwin's music, has a very close relationship with pop music from the early 20th century, partially because I think Gershwin, we could say, kind of invented or was certainly a pioneer in songwriting and popular songwriting, and certainly also grew out of the early tradition of the American songbook, which is like Tin Pan Alley, and also I want to say like early jazz too, like pre-swing, like early jazz. So it's just, it emerges out of that tradition while also being out of it. Like, so it orbits that tradition. It kind of still follows the template of a classical concerto, but you know, using these other components and these other vocabularies, and so and these very distinctly American vocabularies. These very, I actually think of like early 20th century New York and the mythology of 1920s New York. You've seen like glitz of it, I guess. The other piece I'm going to be performing is Bernstein's Second Symphony, and it's a symphony for piano and orchestra, which already establishes a curious relationship between piano and orchestra. Is it a soloistic role? I mean, to some extent it absolutely is, but I think it orients the pianist in a different way, which is just interesting to stew in. And it's called The Age of Anxiety, and it is based on W.H. Auden's book-length poem of the same name. And it actually follows the structure of the poem very, very, very closely. And it's a complex text. It's a text that strikes me, like, that's really strikes me as a post-World War II kind of text. And the piece, by extension, feels like this too. Like a text grappling with the reality of the atom bomb, like pretty much all post-war work is. Dealing with the reality of human cruelty on display during World War II. The pretty profound amounts of human cruelty on display. Once you have Nazis and once you have the nuclear bomb, what do you do after that? And so it's a piece ruminating on, you know, selfhood and identity. It's an ambitious piece, and all of that makes it a really rewarding thing to visit and revisit as a performer, as a musician, as a composer as well, just from a selfish point of view. So it should be a really interesting program, and a specific kind of American program, like a specific look at, you know, American art. So it should be fun. So I hope to see all of you there.